We got injury updates to both Anfernee Simons and Jaden Ivey, and yeah, they're probably going to be out the rest of the year. We're about to talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it. We have an official release from the Chicago Bulls, which normally doesn't come out like this. Usually it's Billy Donovan who releases it in like the post-game press conference or something like that, and that's where we find out our injury updates. But the Chicago Bulls had an official release that they came out with on their social media and everything, that Anfernee Simons, he underwent further evaluation on his left wrist and is making progress, and he will not be evaluated for 10 more days. So he's going to be out for at least 10 more days. When you look at that, that means that he's going to miss at least another 5 more games. 5 games. Keep in mind, we have 15 games left. That means at the earliest, and that's him being reevaluated. That doesn't necessarily mean when he'll return to the court. That means at the most we'll have 10 games left when he returns back to the basketball court. So do not be surprised. My personal, I'm not reporting this, but my personal opinion on this is that the Bulls are covering their ass so the NBA doesn't ding them for tanking violations, because there's no way. I think that Anfernee Simons comes back to the basketball court for the Chicago Bulls. We do play a game on March 27th, which is 11 days away. So that's the first game that he'd be able to return back. That's against the OKC Thunder. So, we'll see if he ends up returning back. I do not expect it at all. I do think that he's going to miss the rest of the season for the Chicago Bulls. I would not be surprised if when he's reevaluated, they say that he still has some soreness or something, and he's out for another amount of time. I would not be surprised with that at all if that ends up happening. But as far as the official release, that is what the Bulls are saying right now. He'll be reevaluated in 10 days, which means the earliest that he can return is March 26th, but we don't have a game that day. We have a game March 27th. So take that for what you will. Now, Jaden Ivey, who was assigned down to the Windy City Bulls, they did announce that who's been out with left knee soreness. They did say that he continues to make progress, but he's going to be reevaluated in another week, which means that the earliest that he can return is next Monday when we take on the Houston Rockets at home in Chicago. That means that he can miss 3 games, but we'll see what happens. If Jaden Ivey misses 3 more games, that means he'll have 12 games left when he returns back that he can play in the Chicago Bulls uniform. But with him being restricted, I don't think the Bulls are as necessarily looking out to get Jaden Ivey back on the court as soon as they can. But hey, maybe I'm wrong on that one as well. So, but those are the updates. Nothing major. I don't think it's anything that anybody's expecting. I think most people, most level-headed Bulls fans are expecting that those guys are probably going to be held out the rest of the season. No big surprise there, and we'll see what happens. We got Anthony Vargas in the building, says, let's see when they play. Exactly. We'll see when they play. Jeremy says, gang in here. What's going on, Jeremy? Samaday in here says, afternoon, everyone. Edward Phillips in here just says 1. What's going on, Edward? They're not playing for the rest. I completely agree with you, Anthony Vargas. I do not expect them to play the rest of this year personally. So we need Keaton. We'll see. He's moving up mock, so I don't know if he's actually going to make a return. We'll see. Somebody says good morning. Ivy's done for. Could very well be. We need them to miss. No, listen, we're going to lose one way or another. And at this point, I don't know if you got to see today's daily episode. The Bulls are probably just going to be locked into the 9th seed. I would say this. Unless the Bulls go on some type of winning streak over the next 4 or 5 games, the Bulls are lose out the rest of the way, which they're probably not going to do. The Bulls are probably just going to be locked into the 9th or 10th seed. I think that's the most likely scenario here. We'll see how it plays out. Like, you can't assume that. We'll give them opportunity to see how it plays out, but I think things are going to be pretty straightforward. What's injuries look like for tonight's game, Haize? They haven't released anything for tonight's game. They just released this. That's the only injury update that they've released so far. So we don't exactly know. Anonymous says, what's up from England? What's going on, fam? What's up, my boy? Why did it look like Rob be trying NBA 2K on the court? Because he does, bro. But that's a lot of like the younger generation. Like you could tell that they was raised by NBA 2K. You could really tell that they were. What's your thoughts on Leonard Miller? I've been are you new to the channel? I mean, Leonard Miller's solid. He's been playing pretty well. I mean, I think he's played at a way that he's shown he deserves to keep getting opportunities here, and that's the most important thing. I'm not ready to make some declaration on who Leonard Miller is going to be, good or bad, but he's definitely earned the right to continue playing minutes on this team and see how he's going to develop. Also, who do you want us to draft? Depends on where we draft at. Because that answer could be very, very different if we move in the top 4 versus if we stay at 9. So, I mean, I love Wagler potentially there at 9. I like that a lot. I do think if we move, like, Steinbach is starting to not look as much of a reach as what it looked like at one point in time. So that's another guy if the Bulls want to go more so position, but we'll see. We'll see. Haize, bro, you went on one of the funniest rants I've ever seen about AK. Recently? Have I gone on a rant about AK recently? Are you talking about ever in like life? I know I've gone on several rants about AK in my life. I don't think have I gone on a rant about him recently? I don't remember if I have, to be honest with you. Is Miller better than P. Will? Yes. Yes. It seems like he's better than P. Will at this point. For sure, smaller LaMelo. First of all, if Rob Dillingham was anything, even a tenth of a player that LaMelo Ball was, he'd be worth playing on this team. That we wouldn't be questioning if he has a future on this team, but he's not. So if you're talking about stylistically, okay. Should we keep Yabusele? I like him, but he could be a good piece to trade. Well, he's a free agent at the end of this year, so we can't really trade him. I say the Bulls have to focus on improving the team first, right? You got to find 2 or 3 more starters on this team between now and next season. I think you need to focus on that. Then you can start looking at bringing back some role players. I wouldn't be mad at Yabusele coming back. I wouldn't hate it, but we'll see. Bulls win. That is hilarious. We'll see. We'll see what the Bulls can do. But all right, y'all, just wanted to bring that update. Just a quick update, injury update on Jaden Ivey and Anfernee Simons. You know, they remain to be out. I would not expect them. If we don't see them again the rest of the season, I would not be surprised by that by any stretch of the imagination. I think most people would not be surprised by that. The rant after the post-trade deadline press conference. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that one I remember. I thought you were talking about something recent. Like, yeah, that one was epic because he really pissed me the fuck off. Like, AK pissed me. The way that he handled that post-trade deadline press conference really did piss me off. Rob got a future in trilogy films as Baggins. Dildo Baggins, absolutely. But we'll see what the future does hold for this team. We'll be live before the game for a pregame show, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following us at Bull Central Pod. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number 1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.